Hey everybody, welcome. Today we are talking about proportions. All right, what are proportions? What are proportions? Proportions tell us that two ratios are equal. Remember, ratios are just fractions, so now we're going to have ratios that equal each other. Here's an example of ratios that equal each other. Notice, 4 out of 6 is equal to 2 out of 3. And there's two popular ways to be able to tell if fractions make a proportion. One, we simplify. So notice, with 4/6, I can divide by 2 and divide by 2, and that gets me 2/3. And it's very obvious that 2/3 equals 2/3. These ratios are equal. Notice in this situation, it's hard to tell if they're going to be equal or not. However, if I simplify, I end up getting 2/3 equals 7/9, and that is not equal. So these ratios are just not equal. Why don't you try and tell me if these fractions or these ratios are equal? If these ratios make a proportion. That's what I meant to say. All right, I'm back. If I divide by 2 and divide by 2 and divide by 6 and divide by 6, I end up getting 2/3 equals 3/4. Nope, these are not equal. What about these? Well, hopefully you said no, because they were the exact same ones from the previous page. All right, since there are two popular ways to tell if fractions make a proportion, there's another way. It's called cross-multiplying, and this is a way that your parents probably learned when they were growing up. If you have two fractions, want to see if two fractions equal each other, all you have to do is cross-multiply. And if the multiplication problems equal each other, then the ratios are equal. Here we go. Cross-multiply, and I get 60 equals 75. That is not true, so these are not equal. Why don't you tell me if these two are equal? 1 times 10, 5 times 2, 10 equals 10. Yep, they're equal. It's kind of a neat trick, isn't it? And in this situation, 300 equals 300. Yep, these are equal. They form a proportion. All right, so now another thing that we could do is we could have a chart. And we could find out if the number of nails used to build these birdhouses was proportional. All I have to do is grab any two. So I have 1/12 over 2/24. Well, if I simplify, I get 1/12 equals 1/12, and their ratios are equal. These are proportional. Or I could cross multiply. I get 24 equals 24, and once again, I get the right answer. All right, see if these number of laps that someone swims and the amount of time it takes them are proportional. Well, once again, you could simplify. Divide by 4, divide by 4, divide by 16, divide by 16. I made unit rates, and notice I get 0.6 minutes per every lap and 0.75 minutes for every lap. So they are not equal. If I cross multiplied, I would have gotten 38.8 equals 48, and once again, I would know that these ratios are not equal. They do not form a proportion. All right, I'm going to let you do this one. Okay, I'm back. Set it up. Divide by 5, divide by 5, divide by 9, divide by 9. Hey, I didn't even think that was going to work out, but it did. Until you simplify, it makes it very, very difficult. Cross multiply. May not want to have to multiply these big numbers, so simplifying may have been the easier choice on this one. All right, that's it for proportions in this section. If you got any questions, please feel free to let me know. Have a great day.